street. I mean, that's a quick boom. Lots of jobs. 600.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Breakfast must be good. You guys took a little while to stand up there. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to the April 12th meeting. What's that? Well, maybe in his mind. Okay, so anyhow, a pledge from Lori. Would you like to lead us, please?
Please face the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I love that picture up there, Happy.
It's happy Easter. So today, let's have a thought from Charlie.
Oh, look, look.
He's in training. Give him a second.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's I need this. I think this is going to work out really well because I'm going to try and slip a happy bucks in there without actually having to pay.
That's
I was in Los Angeles for the last couple of days where my son was being honored by the California American Waters Association for his work with small water systems. And so that was really cool. And I was the happy bucks part. But I was trying to think of, oh yeah, I could come up with a thought by tomorrow. And then the presenter said, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go together.
That's a good thought. And happy bucks. $5 for a happy buck. Okay, well today, my quote of the morning comes from Darth Vader. And he said, your lack of bunny ears, or I find your lack of bunny ears disturbing. So hey Joe, it's Easter time.
It is.
Isn't that wonderful? I'd have forgotten completely and you reminded me.
I don't think we've done this.
Hey, what
since
movie
Jerry's
is he
here.
from?
Where's Jerry?
Right here.
Remember Jerry? You actually probably
Hi, Mom.
into Easter parade.
Good way to
Every
do it.
day.
Every day? I
Every day.
think you'll be surprised that you really do know this. Somewhere in your... But the words are there. So, are there going to be more verses than that? Is that it?
Are there more verses than that?
Well, there's a great word in there.
All four verses?
I bet.
Write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet.
All right, come on.
We'll just do this.
PJ's already saying
We're ahead. Everybody ready? Does everyone know how it goes? Okay. In your Easter bonnet, with all the frills on it, you'll be the grandest lady in the Easter parade. I'll be all in clover, and when they look you over, I'll be the proudest fellow in the Easter parade.
There we go. Hey Joe, I thought Joe was definitely Fred. I remember when we talked on the phone, I said if we do this show, you get to be Fred and I get to be Judy. I kind of like it. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, before breakfast. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. So let's get rid of this, please. Thank you. Well, thank you for greeting Charlie and Wayne. Everybody else who greeted. Today is Mighty Oaks. Raoul and Rod. You guys ready? Got your mics? Okay. Well then let's start with visiting Rotarian. We've got cricket. Okay, well then, we must have a guest or two. Anybody have a guest up there? How about over here?
My guest this morning is our student of the month, Ira Lopez, her sister Maria Lopez, and her father Jorge.
Good morning. Well,
And from Logan.
so familiar now, and part of the family now. Anybody else? Yes, full?
Felicia.
And again, having breakfast with us, liking our lots of bagels, missing her Rice Krispies, which she likes. It's Felicia, our exchange student.
Felicia.
Good morning, Felicia. By the way, this is a picture of the Rotary Club of West Gorham, Maine in 1928, in front of the Walker Memorial Library.
Who's that?
Bunch of guys. There they are. So, Felicia is planning to have a dinner. We're all gonna go. And we have a picture of what the dinner might look like. Susan and her mom and Felicia. And that's what we're having. Or is that what we're having?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, it looks good. Looking forward to it. So let's start our morning out with the good news of the month. Good Bob.
Good morning. Whenever I go to Laguna High School and to be a student of the month, I impress upon them that this is a rare honor. It only happens 9 times in the school year, and it's a big thing. Our student of the month this month is Myra Lopez. She is a junior at Laguna High School. She might be going back to Annalee next year. She hasn't decided yet. Her favorite subject is English, and she likes the writing part of the English part. Her least favorite, math. She after either Annalee or Laguna, she intends to go over to the JC where she intends to continue to pursue her English and possibly acting and possibly even get into criminal justice at the end of her educational career. Would you like to say it?
I'd just like to say thank you for this. It means a lot to me.
In addition to the plaque, that is priceless. There's
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Bob. Good work. That's good. And now it's time for announcements. I want to remind you guys that next week the band from Annalee is going to play for us in the big room. So we get here, we say our pledges and junk and stuff, and then we go over there and we watch them, and then we come back here and we have our breakfast. Just psyching you out. I know this is going to freak you out, but that's what we got to do. Now let's do other announcements. Al.
Okay, rebuilding we're announcing again April 29th, Saturday morning. Meet at Ives Park, 7 a.m. We'll be doing some fence repair and rebuild the gate and repairing a garage door, and also be doing some landscaping. And we've got lots of people that want to do the carpentry, but not too many volunteers willing to weed whack. So, maybe that job could be split between a couple of people, those that don't have interest in banging nails and such. Anyhow, if you haven't signed up yet, let me know if you're interested. April 29th, Saturday morning.
What time?
7 o'clock, Ives Park. Anybody that's signed up already, I'll send them an email indicating what tasks I think that would be most appropriate for them to be involved with.
We know y'all. It's okay. I don't want to rush you.
Hey, enough of us out there, be gone by 1 or 2.
Yeah, okay, those last words. It'll be fun. I remember Michael and I building a retaining wall and doing the digging post holes. It was manly. Any other announcements? Somebody else has. I got that golf.
You got it?
Got it.
Okay.
Nancy wants to announce.
Okay, guess what I'm announcing? What's Sunday? Easter. Okay, so it's not going to rain until late in the afternoon, so we're good. The Easter Bunny's happy about that because you don't heard of me probably. Noon is the Easter egg hunt. Bring little kids. It's going to be fun, and then barbecue, blah, 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 whatever else. Anyway, Easter.
If we don't have little kids, do we go and get them?
You can pretend to be a little kid and think you can
Oh, I
handle
do that
that.
every day.
Wear your
I'll
bunny
do that.
ears.
That would be
Wear your
fun.
bunny ears.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll wear my bunny ears and my Judy Garland outfit. That'd be good. I got it out and used my clothes right now. That's it for announcements. Announcements from, how about Michael standing, let him go first, and then Nick.
Yes, on April 26th, our meeting is a President's Day event where we kind of recap the history of the club through the lives and recollections of the people who did the presidency of the club. So we think about that, and if you might want to know, let me know. I'm sure it comes out in the proceedings. But we get a chance to, especially for those of us who haven't been in the club for a long time. That's most of us. You hear about what happened.
Really good.
Very
So that'll be fun. If anybody has any embarrassing photos of presidents, now's the time. Nick, what do you got to say?
Why did we make a good call postponing our first Friday from last Friday, which was rather wet, to this Friday, which will be bright and sunny. So I encourage everybody in the room to come, bring your significant others. It'll be warm, sort of, and very sunny, flowers are blooming. Bring a side, a dessert, a salad, and something you like to drink. We'll have some drinks and we'll have some meat. We'll have some wonderful homemade sausages from Michael and other assorted meats and mains. If you want to bring something like that, you can do that too. But we'll guarantee to have a good time. 5:30, 2100 Burnside Road, and because the idea of walking up, we have parking arranged over at John Miletto's, additional parking. Because the ground is probably going to be a little wet and muddy getting up through the vineyard, why we'll have a shuttle service that will run people up from John's parking lot up to our house. So it'll be sunny until you leave.
Okay, Marty.
Chips and dip.
Speaking of chips and dip, which I'd like to bring Friday and to the Easter egg hunt, I've lost my cowboy hat, chip and dip. So I left it at someone, I probably had a couple of drinks at a Rotary event and I left it at someone's house and I didn't, or maybe I had to leave early and I left it there. So if someone has it, I'd like to have it back so I can make chips and dip for Friday.
Bring it back till Monday.
Yes, to keep taking.
Thank you, Marty.
There's a ransom on that.
that? With the work tools?
Oh, yeah, quite a bit.
That's those questions.
Pam, did you have something you wanted
Oh, no, I
to
was
you
just
were
saying,
just stretching?
no, I was saying that somebody, Marty has to pay $20 for it, but he.
Oh, it'll cost me, but we gotta find it first. Okay, well, let's see.
Who wouldn't?
We've already talked about,
Yeah, who wouldn't get that back? That's a good question.
we've already talked about, and this is not just first Friday and second Friday, this is first Friday on second Good Friday. So, hey Rod, you sent me this picture. Why would you do such a thing?
People down that Gus and I actually went up in the mountains. What are you going to do? So I photoshopped.
Well, what are you pointing at? We were talking about maybe it was a mirage, maybe it was a big Guinness.
Yeah, it's a pub. Well, it's a pub up there.
I can't go to first Friday or second Friday either.
We were week, 14th day, and the prospect put a smile.
Well, it sounds like a way cool vacation. That's a $15 way cool vacation fine. Okay. I just want to remind you that Monday night we have another big party at my house, calling it a board meeting. This is an actual photograph from a board meeting. What do you got, Pam?
I was going to say, speaking of board, so next first Friday is going to be a game night. And so be thinking about what kind of games you'd like to play. We're going to do a game night here. We're going to have some poker. We're going to have, whatever, Trivial Pursuits, whatever, you name it. So you let me know and I'll make sure to gather.
Mexican train.
I don't know what that is, but that frightens me. Anyway, so be thinking about what game. This is like a problem table, no matter
Problem table.
So anyway, be thinking about it, let me know, and I'll get together, because I'd love to have some games that people are actually interested in playing.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll talk more about that then. Yeah, let's see. I want to remind you about the Apple Blossom Festival and parades and stuff. Are we doing anything?
No float this year?
Good. And the President's Day that Michael mentioned. And we have Joe with the mustache, and Ron without one, and Bruce looking like he's from the CIA. So that's kind of scary, but it'll be fun. And golf. So don't forget about golf.
So the day before we build it together is the Rotary Golf Tournament at Northwood Golf Course. All duffers are invited. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to play 18 holes, shotgun start at 1 o'clock. $85 if you walk in, $95 with a cart. That includes a great barbecue dinner. Northwood's restaurant has changed hands over the last year and a half or so, and they're doing a really good job. $40 for dinner only, and please sign up today so that I can get everything over to the new club.
Yeah, I noticed there were some sign-ups.
There are some sign-ups there, yeah. And if you've got your checkbook, write a check to the Rotary Club of Scottsdale.
If you're a Rotarian, you never leave the house without your checkbook. Okay, that's good. I just want to remind you about the district conference coming up in May. Sometime. Now it's time for Facebook postings of the Sebastopol Sunrise Review. Michael's flowers, very nice. Thank you, Michael. Bill hunts for eggs in Forestville. I was looking through here, a bunch of little kids, but I don't see any pictures of you, Bill. Are you in the bunny suit? No? No. Okay. Well, I also have your happy birthday Maxine trip. And you went to, tell us where you went.
Pretty expensive.
Well, we stayed at the Mark Hopkins Hotel in downtown San Francisco, and we walked across the street to the Fairmont and went to the Tonga Room, the best tiki bar in the world. We had Mai Tais with little umbrellas in the drinks, and the only downside to the Tonga Room was the music they were playing. I was expecting to get, Izzy or Don Ho or something like that. It was all modern stuff. But other than that, it was cool.
All right, well, tell us about this.
And we went down and had dinner, and then we came, that was cool too. We went back to the top of the Mark for a nightcap. And there's right next to the hostess stand there's a cabinet. And it's got a whole bunch of bottles of liquor in it and some glasses. And the tradition is if you are active duty military or a veteran, You tell them that, and they open up the cabinet, and you can pour yourself a drink out of any of the bottles. Only stipulation is if you take the last drink out of the bottle, you buy a new bottle. Great tradition, and then they've got a logbook, and you can read about all the folks that have been there. This is a tradition that goes back to World War II. So it's very cool.
Very cool. A lot of bottles with just one drink left in them.
Actually, they were all, I would have had to get really, really plastered to get down that far because they were all pretty full. But there was very nice bottles.
Which
And
drink?
then, what's that?
Which drink?
I had Talisker single malt scotch, very deep, very smooth.
Okay.
Then we got back to the room, and then the folks.
This is a family show, okay? Thank you, Bill.
Speaking of which, I apparently owe the club an apology. Last week on Scott's Thought for the Day, he had a picture of Jack Nicholson and a quote there, and I found it online, and I, linked up to it, and I try to get links to everything. Apparently, when you go to that link, it took you to Jack's photo, but it was on Pinterest, and when you started going down, there were quite a few off-color jokes and F-bombs and things like that. So, if anyone was offended, my apologies.
Can you send the link?
Okay, well, Bill, just that $10 fine, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan.
And let's see, running out of time, so I got some pictures from Linda and the boys. And here's Linda. Look at her, Dusty Springfield at that. Okay, picture from Jerry. Jerry's hawk. Very nice. Picture of Joe and Patty and the grandkids. I like the little girl holding up her bear for the picture. And this is a picture of an Easter bunny in Healdsburg, and I'll think of a joke for this. I know I will. But you have to think of your own joke for that, sorry. And this is about the 20th anniversary dinner at the Gravity Joe. You guys have been yelling at Evite about it. I need a head count. So you need to reply to that right away. And a sad goodbye to Don Rickles. Yeah. One of my favorites. But April is Poetry Month, and we're going to start with Bill. Bill, where is he? Bill. Bill's going to read us a poem from a Robert W. Service, adventurer and writer. You got him? You're up? You're set? Okay.
There are strange things done, like sun, by the men who boil for gold. And the Arctic trails have their secret tales, they make your blood run cold. The Northern Lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake LaBarge. I cremated Sam McGee. Now, well, Sam McGee was from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms and blows. Why he left his home in the South to roam around the poles, God only knows. He was always cold. Yet that land of gold seemed to hold him in a spell.
That's a $5 fine there, Alan. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bill.
Though he'd often say in his homely way that he'd sooner live in hell.
All right, now it's $10 now. I'm sorry, Bill.
That he'd sooner live in hell. On Christmas Day, we were mushing our way over the Dawson Trail. Top of your cold, through the park is folded, stabbed like a driven nail. If your eyes had closed, then your lashes closed. So sometimes you couldn't see. And it wasn't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Sam McGee. And that very night, as we lay packed tight in our robes beneath the snow, and the dogs were fed and the stars overhead were dancing heel and toe, he turned to me and, "Cap," says he, "I'll cash in this trip, I guess. But if I do, I'm asking you won't refuse my last request." Well, he seemed so low that I couldn't say no. And he says with a sort of a moan, "This is blessed cold. And I got so cold that I'm chilled clean through to the bone. Yet 'tain't being dead. It's an awful dread of an icy grave that pains. So I want you to swear that foul or fair, you'll cremate my last remains. Well, a pal's last need is the thing to heed, so I swore I wouldn't fail. And we started on at the streak of dawn, but God, he looked ghastly pale. He was crouched in the sleigh and he moaned all day of his home in Tennessee. But before nightfall, a corpse was all that was left in the sand. Now there wasn't a breath in that land of death, but I hurried on, horror driven, with the corpse half hid that I couldn't rid because of a promise given. It was lashed to the sleigh and it seemed to say, you may tax your brawn and your brains, but you promised true, and it's up to you to cremate my last remains. Now a promise made is a debt unpaid, and I swore I wouldn't give in. But the trail has its own stern code. In the days to come, though my lips were dumb, in my heart I cursed that load. In the long, long night by the lone firelight, while the huskies round and ring howled out their woes to the homeless snows. Oh God, how I loathed the thing. And every day that quiet clay seemed to heavy and heavier grow. And on I went, though the dogs were spent and the grub was getting low. The trail was bad and I felt half mad, but I swore I wouldn't give in. And I'd often sing to the hateful thing. I'd hearken back with a grin. Till I came to the marge of Lake Lavarge, and a derelict there lay. She was jammed in the ice, but I saw her try. She was named Alice May. Well, I looked at it, thought of it, looked at my frozen chum, and here, said I, with a sudden sigh, is my crematorium. Some planks I tore from the cabin floor and lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found that was lying around and heaped the fuel still higher. The flames just soared and the furnace roared. Such a fire you seldom see. Then I burrowed a hole in the glowing coal and stuffed in sand. Then I took a hike, 'cause I didn't like to hear it sizzle so. And the heavens howled, and the huskies howled, and the winds began to blow. It was icy cold, yet the hot sweat rolled down my cheeks, and I don't know why. And a greasy smoke and an inky cloak went streaking across the sky. Now, I don't know how long in the cold I wrestled with grisly fear, but the stars came out and danced about, ere again I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, I'll just take a peek inside. I guess he's cooked, and it's time I looked. Then the door I opened wide, and there sat Sam, looking cool and calm, in the heart of the furnace roar. He wore a smile you could see for a mile, and he said, please close that door. It's fine in here, but I greatly fear you'll let in the cold and the storm. Since I left Plum Tree down in Tennessee, this is the first time I've been warm. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. And the Arctic trails have their secret tales that'll make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake Lavarge. I cremated salmon.
When I was looking this up, I found out that Canada actually produced a stamp he made from Sam McKee. We have another poem from Robert Frost, Michael Carroll.
It's up there.
Oh, right there.
So I'll set this up. When I was in high school, I was all about the math and engineering and all that stuff. And so when I went to Santa Cruz, decided I needed to broaden my horizons with appreciation of literature. So I was doing class there, and they centered this class on lit appreciation on Robert Frost. Yeah. Started off kind of all opaque to me, but I found this couplet that explains Robert's approach to poetry and life, called "The Secret Sits." We dance round in a ring and suppose, but the secret sits in the middle and knows. Want to do that again? We dance round in a ring and suppose, but the secret sits in the middle and knows. So, in a Frost poem, there's always a bit of mystery, and I think the poem is a dance, or one of them. So here's another one. For once then, something. Others taunt me with having knelt at well curbs, always wrong to the light, so never seeing deeper down in the well than where the water gives me back in a shining surface picture. Me, myself, in the summer, heaven, godlike, looking out of a wreath of fern and cloud puffs. Once, when trying with gin against the well curb, I discerned, as I thought, beyond the picture, through the picture, a something white, uncertain, something more of the depths. And then I lost it. Water came to rebuke the too clear water. One drop fell from a fern, and lo, a ripple shook whatever it was lay there at bottom, blurred, blotted it out. What was that whiteness? Truth? A pebble of quartz? For once then, something. One more poem. This is called Choose Something Like a Star, and it's in honor of the astronomers among us. O star, the fairest one in sight, we grant your loftiness the right to some obscurity of cloud. It will not do to say of night, since dark is what brings out your light. Some mystery becomes the crowd. But to be wholly taciturn in your reserve is not allowed. Say something to us we can learn by heart, and when alone repeat. Say something. And it says, I burn. But say with what degree of heat? Talk Fahrenheit, talk centigrade, use language we can comprehend. Tell us what elements you blend. It gives us strangely little aid, but does tell something in the end. And steadfast as Keats' eremite, not even stooping from its sphere, it asks a little of us here. It asks of us a certain height, so when at times the mob is swayed to carry praise and blame too far, we may choose something like a star to stay our minds on and be stayed.
Because we're running out. We're up. Oh, I actually did find a Frost stamp too. Okay, so I think I can skip all the rest of my wonderful shit.